Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. Message of the day. What is your challenge? That seemed to have been a topic that resonated with folks. So I'm going to stick with that and kind of go with that question for today's message of the day. I'm just going to ring the chimes here just to kind of cleanse the space. You can enjoy the chimes. Close your eyes. See if you visualize anything, and tell me in the comments below. I think I'm going to do some messages or some sessions where I'm just playing the sound bowls and I'm playing the bells and I want to do a visualization aspect. But because some of you even reached out saying like, oh my gosh, I saw something when you were playing the bowls. I saw some things when the chimes went off. Keep all that into context, right? And just see what's activated. Ready? So I'm going to cleanse the space here. So if you're on headphones, please cover your, please lower the volume. And let's dive right in. What's your challenge? This message is not going to resonate for everyone. Don't force the message if it's not yours. It'll just drive you crazy. And hopefully this weekend I'll have out all signs. I'll do each zodiac sign an in-depth message. What's their challenge? Message of the day. What is their challenge? What is their challenge? What is their challenge? Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. This is a challenge. This is definitely something not working out in your favor. This could have been a creative aspect, a creative project, something that you were passionate about, that you kind of explored. This is something that you explored that you very well might be in right now and you feel trapped. You might have trapped yourself in a corner, or it's not working out for you, or you might have actually even not worked out at all, right? You feel trapped because now you're in a position of loss. You're in a position of separation. Could be a person as well, right? This could be something or someone that you explored that you feel like you might have trapped yourself in a corner here and now it's not working out in your favor, or you very well could have already lost this. You know, so let's see what this is about. Where are we going with this? Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Six of Cups could be someone from the past. You explored something from the past. You're keeping this stuck energy in secret. You're not telling anybody. You could also be healing from this right now. There's something that you explored from the past that you're keeping secret, that you are meditating on, that you are not really telling anybody. You also very well just could be healing from this person, place, or thing from the past. Ten of Cups. Wow, this is very similar to the last one, right? Think about it. It left you out in the cold, but it also brought you happiness. Wow, that's very interesting that I'm reading it the same way with different cards. It left you out in the cold. King of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Why is this on the bottom? There's confusion here. Okay, I need to pull more cards here. All right, so it's confusing here. There's separate. Wow, talk about separation. Wow. Six of Swords. There's a lot here. I know. I'm sorry. Six of Swords with Five of Swords. And then there's confusion here. Okay, this very well still might be the same topic. Could be from the other day, might not be. Right there, but there's a past situation or something that once brought you happiness that you explored. And in some senses, it might have trapped you. You might feel very confused, to be brutally honest. You're very confused because you're like, well, this was my Ten of Cups. I built something here. I felt like it was part of me. With the King of Cups, I felt that it was taking care of me emotionally. It felt generous of some sort. Maybe there was generosity towards you or you towards this person, this place, or this thing, right? And at the same time, but I want to point out that there's still Three of Pentacles here, right? You built something there, right? And I don't want us to just throw that away, that just because something didn't work out and because of confusion, because of lack of information, the Moon card, something's just not right and someone left in a certain situation or someone parted ways here, gave up. Someone gave up. But at the same time, I have two cards here. I don't know why I'm noticing this. This is the giving up card, people giving in, like I'm giving up and I'm walking away, or you very well just be like, I'm done with that. And then at the same time, the Six of Swords is all about leaving chaos and depression and heading to the other side, heading to peace. Right? So this is very two conflicting message, not conflicting, but I want you to see both sides to it. You're probably fixating only on one aspect of it. When one, you might have given up on it or someone might have given up on you, but at the same time there was an aspect of leaving chaos and depression to head to peace. Right? You very well might just be fixated on the swords, which is why I feel like I'm trapped. No, that's just in your mind. Right? You're keeping things secret. To be honest, that's your own fault. If you want to keep things a secret and you don't want to speak about it, you very well could be healing from it as well, which we typically do in silence. But even in stillness and even in silence, there is still light. There's still things that are taking place in our life. Right? There's definitely a separation here with Five of Pentacles. Again, another separation card. There's three separations cards here. But it's confusing. It's confusing. And let me go backwards here. Yes, it might have brought you Ten of Cups, and it might have been very emotionally stable at some point, and you built it, right? You also were a contributing factor to building this aspect in your life. So you can't throw that away, even though there's three there. Sometimes you just need to step back and look at what you've done already, because you can always do it again. You're smarter than you were yesterday. If there's people involved, very well can be people here. Now if I want to read people, I see a water sign, I see a fire sign here. Doesn't have to be, right? Doesn't have to be. But at the same time, there was an aspect that other people very well could have been involved. This could be something spiritual. This could also be a work endeavor here that you feel like you lost on. But don't forget that you actually also built it. Now, trapping yourself, you put yourself in this position. Maybe because you got what you asked for, right? But sometimes you got to be careful with what you ask for, because sometimes it might not be exactly what you thought it was going to be, right? At the end of the day, there's a learning lesson behind it. What learning lesson do I see here without pulling any more cards? That you're capable of manifesting Ten of Cups. That you are capable of being emotionally stable and being generous with your cup and providing for others as long as you're taking care of yourself. I think typical pictation with the King of Cups is that he's very generous to others, and the Queen of Cups is too generous of others. She's too nurturing for others, and she doesn't take care of herself here. Because he's always pictated with a nasty face. Because he just might be emotionally exhausted. But he has the cup in his hand. Emotionally secure with himself. Maybe you were emotionally secure with yourself, but you were left out in the cold here. I gotta be honest, there was either someone here gave up, but at the same time, someone else also just wanted something more. There was too much. Someone gave up because I gotta be honest here, someone gave up, whether that was you or them, because it was depressing. It was not happy. It was confusing. It was exhausting. It was chaotic. It wasn't always sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. Ten of Cups. It wasn't always like this. And you might just be having flashbacks of when it was like this. This is literally like the other day. And it's a past energy that you explored. Maybe you're not in this energy now, right? I could read it that way too. You something triggered you in the last reading, and you're like, okay, let me go explore why this keeps coming up in my life, right? So you explored the past energy that we might have talked about. If not, maybe this is new for you. And maybe now you're like, maybe now it's making you depressed. You could be like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about this and it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy that I'm still thinking about this. I understand that, I do, and I feel like I need to pull more cards for that. Okay, moving forward. What do we do with this process of this past energy? Processing this past energy. What do you need us to know? Ooh, cards want to talk. That's super unprofessional. Well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'll take all the ones that felt upright. Ready? I'm just going to give it to you. What do we do? 9 of Cups, single lady. Stabilize, emotional stability with thyself. Stand in your power and your authenticity. King of Wands here, right? We're standing in our true authentic self. We need to be passionate and creative towards ourselves. We need to remember who the boss bitches and men and no, I'm not say that because that's derogatory, right? Don't forget who you are. Stand in your power here. Nine of Cups is my favorite card because it's emotional stability. I'm satisfied. Be satisfied with where you are. Filling your cup up, Page of Cups, right? Figuring out what fills your cup up, and that's always going to be a journey here. Victory, 6 of Wands. Victory. Do you see the thing that he has around his head? In the Rider-Waite deck, I think he also has one on his head as well. But it means victory, hence this tattoo that I have on my neck. Accomplishments. Don't forget the accomplishments. I got this to commend my accomplishments that I've been through thus far. This is a victory wreath. This is an olive branch. This is clarity. This is accomplishments. This is achievements. Remember how much you have achieved. Look at what you have come thus far. From a space where you were conflicting with others and having to make choices and balancing having to juggle people, places, and things that you had that were conflicting, right? At the end of the day, this was conflicting, right? It might have been good at one point in time, and you're questioning, why did I get left out in the cold? For some of you, you might be questioning, like, okay, when is it my turn? Because there's a lot of generosity here, so it's like you've been giving. Maybe we don't know how to receive. Maybe we're not ready to receive yet. Because this is victory here. This is figuring out what fills our cup up with a childlike energy as well. At the same time, standing in our power and being creative and joyful for who we are, authentically portraying ourselves, and being satisfied with what we have. There is an aspect of you having to be satisfied with what you have so that you're not looking for something or someone to fill a void, right? So if you're looking for someone to come in, there's an aspect here that really needed you to see this, right? It was already chaotic. It was already depressing. It was not good energy. It was confusing, right? Yes, it had good times. Everything has a good side and a bad side, however you define good, however you define bad. You need to remember who you are, 9 of Cups and King of Wands. Abundance. Some of you just want to be happy. How do you define abundance? What is abundant to you? Perception. Maybe your perception on what you think happy endings should look like is shifting. Maybe you thought it was happy, and now that you're really diving into this, or this is coming up again twice, there's an aspect here of your perception on what your abundance is. And one of my perceptions changed. Like, it's just like money doesn't buy me happiness, and I talk about this all the time. My stability, my emotional stability, can go further in life. All is temporary. It's okay to not feel your best. Like the moon, we go through phases. Give yourself time to get your groove back. This too will soon pass. And I say this all the time. This too will soon pass. Because it will. But we do have to process it in order for us to be able to receive. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.